we won $1 million, but we need you to send us $3,000 for the processing, right? It's too good to be true, it probably is. Real lotteries are going to subtract those fees before you ever see it. Also, you're not going to win a Jamaican lottery. You're not going to win a Canadian lottery if you're a United States citizen, because you can't collect lottery winnings from another country if you're not a citizen. Okay? Any questions on that one?
There was one that you mentioned phone calls. I did get a phone call one time from a company that was in my list of companies that I dealt with, and so I assumed it was a legitimate call. But I found out, you know, in a very short period of time, that in fact that they had copied that phone call somehow, that phone number, and used it to contact me. So that is really when you gotta watch out for when you think it's legitimate.
They are super savvy.
I don't know how they do that. But
they change the name on your phone. It might come up United States IRS. They're able to get in their computer and hack it. So the phone number, when it comes up, it might say Medicare office, or it might say United States IRS, or whatever. Also, the area code up here is 585, right? Okay, so the other thing they'll do is they'll put a local number on there, right? And you're more likely to answer if it's 585 than somewhere in Minnesota or Florida or wherever. So yeah, they're very, very crafty about that.
There's actually a couple of apps out there called spoofing apps, really. They can change it. I actually got a phone call from myself.
Spoofing, yep. They pretend to be a bank. They pretend to be one of your credit card companies. They pretend to be your doctor's office. They'll pretend to be anyone, just as long as they get money out of you. That's their ultimate goal. All right, let's go to the next one. Now let's see if this works. Everyone's fingers crossed. Go Pete. See which one this is, I don't remember.
I'm sitting at the railway station, got a ticket for my destination.
Okay. Simon and Garfunkel. Woohoo! Do you know what the name of the song was?
It's Wednesday morning, 3 a.m.
No.
From the album.
Let's see. Try to remember. That's my mind.
Homeward Bound. Does anybody know the year it was released? Any guesses on the year it was released?
1963?
Close, a little bit higher.
Oh, 65.
A little bit higher. A little bit lower. 66.
66. You got it.
All right, you got it. Okay, Homeward Bound. Oops, let me go back. Forward. There's the album cover. You may or may not remember that one. Okay, these are the military scams. How many people in the room have served in the military? Oh, we've got a lot of you guys here. Thank you for your service. Have you guys ever heard of the military scam?
No.
Okay, so here's how this one works. A man or a woman calls you up. You answer the phone because it looked like a familiar 585 number. So it might be someone you know. And they say to you, well, hello, Mr. So-and-so. I'm Johnny, and I'm a member of the United States Army, and I'm currently stationed in Germany. And I really need your help to get home. I am collecting money for my plane ticket to go home to see my family around Christmas time. Can you help me out?
No.
Why not? Why can't you help me out?
I don't know you from nowhere, and no way, no how.
Exactly. For those that have served in the military, have you ever had trouble getting back to good old US of A?
nope.
Nope. Maybe they sent you in a passenger plane, or maybe they sent you in one of those big cargo planes, right?
Could be, yep.
No uniform left behind. The United States is not going to not let you go home or help you get home eventually, right? The other thing they'll do is they'll send you a picture of them in uniform. But it's just a picture they stole off the internet. It's not really them. They also might say, I need money to transport my belongings. I have enough money for the plane ticket now, but I have all these belongings and I have all these gifts for my family and I need money to ship those home. Okay, so watch out for that one. Okay, here we go with the next one. Oh, sorry. Let's try again.
Return to sender.
Okay, return to sender. And who sung that song?
Elvis.
Okay, who shouted it out? I missed it. Was it you? Return to sender, and you got Elvis too?
Yeah.
Okay, and do you know what year it was?
Yeah, 1962, that's what it says right there.
1962. No, that's okay.
That's fine. Okay, return to sender, check scams. How many of you have unsuspectedly gone to your mailbox, picked up all the mail, sorted through it, found out that you have a check there for $500 that some company has written in your name? Right? Has anyone seen these? Okay, these checks look just like real checks. It's going to come with a letter and it says, here's what you need to do. You need to take this $500 check that we've so graciously written because you overpaid us and you're going to get this $500 refund. Go ahead and take the check and go to the bank and deposit it. Right? And when you get done depositing it, come back and call this number. So people do it. They'll take the check, they'll take it to the bank. Not even the bank tellers can tell that it's a fraudulent check. They look so real. They're manufactured to look so real. So then you go home and you call the number like you were told. And they'll confirm with you that you've deposited the check. Oh, by the way, in the meantime, we realized that we only owe you a $100 refund. Can you please give us the difference? That $400 difference, right? Oh, okay, how would you like to do that today? Would you like to use a credit card? Would you like to use your bank account number? Whatever they can get from you, they're going to try to get from you, right? So that's how that one works. We all know that when we deposit a check in the bank, it could take anywhere from 5 to 10 business days, right? Depending on the institution. So by the time the bank figures out that's a fraudulent check, you've already sent this guy your money, right? These are really insidious. These are really bad ones. Okay, let's try this one more time. I think I realize what's going on now with the clicker. My other clicker I had hit twice, but this is a new one. And I only have to hit it once. I'm sorry? The monkeys!
Believer.
Yes, I'm a believer in the monkeys.
1966.
Okay. Sorry, I clicked it a little
No,
early.
no.
You're really savvy. 1966. Okay.
Oh, you didn't get it.
There's the album cover from then.
Yeah.
Text scams. Who in the room's ever heard of a text scam? Okay, tell me about it. What do you know about it?
Well, they try to get your information into your computer and then they can tap in anything else.
Mm-hmm.
There's actually a way you can let them into your computer and
Yes.
they can make changes and stuff. And you can.
Yep.
You've seen it.
So here's how that one starts. You're on your phone, your smartphone, or you're on your computer, and all of a sudden there's a big flashing window, and it says warning in all capital letters,
Yeah.
and it says your computer or your phone has been hacked.
Yeah.
It has a virus now. Please click on the link below, or please call this number. Sometimes they change it up, put a phone number in there, and we'll have one of our tech support agents right with you. And it's so convincing, right? Because they use the yellow caution, there's red flags, it might make a noise, right? So you click on the link or you call the number. Hi, I'm so-and-so. I'm from Microsoft support, or I'm from Apple support, or I'm from Android support. How can I help you today? Well, I just got this message, and it says my computer has a virus. What should I do? Okay, it's okay, ma'am. Just stay calm. I'm going to help you through this. Shouldn't take longer than 10 minutes. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to send a code to your cell phone. When you get it, you tell me. So they send you a 4-digit code or a 6-digit code, right? Okay, I got it. I got the code via text message. Okay, go ahead and read that off for me. You read the number out. In the meantime, they've gotten into your phone. They've gotten into your computer. Then they're going to say they've gotten remote access, which is what you were talking about, sir. They have taken over your computer. They're probably in India, because like 90% of stuff, this stuff goes on in India, okay? They'll say to you, now you're going to see the screen go blank, but don't panic. I just got to do some work in the background here, see what we're looking at, right? So the screen goes blank, you're patiently waiting. They're actually on the other end playing video games. I've seen videos of these guys doing it. They're playing video games for a minute or two to let you think they're working behind the scenes to get rid of this virus, right? So then they come back on the line and they say, okay, I found the problem. Ooh, this is a nasty one. We've been getting a lot of calls about this one this week. I just can't believe how many calls we've gotten about this one this week. Okay, don't worry though, because I'm going to sort this out for you right away. There is a one-time fee for me to help you today. How would you like to pay me today? You have a credit card number, bank account you want to use, right? That's how they get it. Another thing to be careful of, most laptops, tablets, cell phones, right? They have the camera on them. When that screen goes blank, when it goes blank, they'll take control of your camera and they will be able to see you wherever you are. You're sitting at the kitchen table with your spouse, right? Maybe you have grandkids running around. They're going to be seeing you. And then if in the meantime you think, wow, I don't know, this just doesn't sound right. I don't know if I need to pay a $500 fee. Like, they'll say, they may begin threatening you. If you don't pay me to do this, I'm going to come to your house and I'm going to kill you. Oh, and I'm going to kill your spouse too. Yeah, her in the background in the red dress. So that they are very savvy, they're very threatening. If you ever find yourself in this situation, what we want you to do is do a hard shut off of your phone, completely off, and a hard shut off of your computer using the actual button, right? Then you're going to unplug the computer from the wall. If your phone happened to be plugged in at the time, you're going to unplug that. You're going to wait 20 or 30 minutes. Go do something else, right? Then go ahead and get back on it. And you're also going to report it to the Federal Trade Commission. There's a yellow book over here, if you did fall for the scam. And it walks you step by step what you need to do if you ever fall for one of these. Okay, this is super helpful. I also have my supervisor and Justin's business cards here. You can also give them a call, because not only do we go out into the communities and do these kinds of presentations, we have 6 or 7 now, and we have a bingo one coming that we're very excited about. We also help people whose identities have been stolen. There might be people you know who aren't as tech savvy as you are that might need some help, right? So we'll go out to people's homes and try to help them. They can come to the office if they prefer, meet in public, whatever. And what we do is try to get some of the money back that you lost. We do that working with the New York State Office of Victim Services. That's how we get some money back. But here's the sad part. I think last year, for all the hundreds of thousands of dollars that were stolen from people that my colleagues worked with, they managed to get back a total of $2,000 from the Office of Victim Services. These are people who've lost $200,000. People that have lost $1,000 or $100,000. So that's what the text scam is. Any questions about this one? Okay, try the next. What's that?
I can't stop this feeling.
What kind of feeling?
Yeah, that's it.
Close enough. Do you know who's saying it? Okay, let me give you a hint on this one. There's lots of points to be had with this one, guys. There was a guy who originally sang it, and then a few years later, a group remade it. So if you give me the name of either of those two musical groups, or the years, I'll give you a point. Anyone know who the singers are in this one? This happens to be the second version, I believe. Anyone? Okay, it was originally made by B.J. Thomas. That name doesn't ring a bell for me.
Yeah.
I don't know if it does either. Okay, is he the one? Okay. Okay, close, a little bit lower. Lower. Lower.
Wow.
Oh, you got it first. What was it? 68.
Yeah.
Okay, the second group that remade it was Blue Swede. I believe I'm saying that correctly. Any idea what year that was?
1958.
Higher.
1967.
Higher.
75.
Lower.
72.
Higher.
75.
All right. This brings us to the grandparent scams.
Oh, yeah.
Have you guys heard of this one?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so here's how it works. And actually, a friend of my family just had this happen to them. First of all, the scammer's going to call you on the off hour. It's going to be 11:30 at night. You may or may not have gone to bed. You may or may not be fully awake when you answer that phone out of habit, right? Because if someone's calling at that time, what does it usually mean?
Scam. Or film.
Scam or some kind of emergency. Someone said it. Scam or some kind of emergency. Hi, Grandma. This is Johnny. Johnny, what are you doing calling so late? Grandma, I've been down in Myrtle Beach, and my friends and I went out and we did a little partying. And I knew I shouldn't have driven because I had had a lot to drink. But I did drive, and I got arrested, and I got charged with a DWI, and now I'm in jail. I need you to send me the bail money. Oh, and Grandma, please don't tell Mom and Dad. They're going to be so upset with me. Please don't tell them just yet. I'll figure out how to tell them down the road. Grandma, can you please send the bail money? Well, how much is it, honey? The cop outside my cell here said it's $10,000. Oh, wait, Grandma. There's this other person coming in. Oh, it's the court bailiff. Oh, he says it's now been raised to $15,000. Grandma, can you help me out? Well, Johnny, this just doesn't sound like your voice. Doesn't sound like you. Well, it's because my throat was injured in the accident, Grandma. I hit it on the steering wheel. Right? These guys are good. They have an answer for everything. So, in the situation I was describing earlier, a friend of the family, Grandma stayed on the phone with Johnny. Grandma got in the car because he was going to Western Union to wire the money.
Oh, jeez.
Mm-hmm. Now, I found out, I did a practice presentation on some folks in my hometown, and I found out that my grandmother, who's since passed, she was in her mid-90s, that she actually got a call one time like this for her grandson. So it would have been probably 10 years ago, I'm guessing. And she told him, you need to call your dad. I'm not getting involved. You need to call your dad, right? And that's exactly what you need to do. You need to hang up that phone. You need to call your grandson. Can't get a hold of grandson? Call one of his parents. Hey, yeah, we just got a call from Johnny. Yeah, is he in Myrtle Beach? I didn't know he was going to Myrtle Beach. No, he's right next door in the room next to our sleeping. Right? Hang up and call a loved one. Any questions on that one?
Well, we saw. a similar scam when I was at work factory.
Okay,
This engineer that was working with me, it was on second shift, so it was in the evening.
Okay.
Got an email that was from a prior co-worker supposedly, who had been mugged in England and had no money, and she needed him to send her the money so she could get back to the state. Now, this came over the business email.
yes.
So,
It'll come over the business email. It might be a current employee, might be a past employee, it might be the CEO of the company asking you to do something.
right.
Because they can mess with all that stuff once they get your email, right? Very good.
Dum 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 yeah.
I'm sorry? Everly Brothers.
Somebody else had the only loan, which is right also.
Hold on a second. No, it wasn't the Everly Brothers. Who else said something?
They had a title.
Where do you know?
Huh?
Where do you know?
Nope.
Oh, Dan Taylor.
Nope. Not Van Tyler, Taylor.
Dan.
Yep. Only the lonely. You got that right. You guys have helped me out. No idea who's saying it? Anyone? Any other guesses? Okay, it's Roy Orbison. Okay, ideas about the year. What year was that?
59,
Higher,
69,
lower,
64,
lower.
61.
You got it. Ding, ding, ding. Only the lonely. There's the album cover.
There he is.
Only the Lonely, 1961. Okay. Why do scams work on people? And I'm talking about people of all ages. From the time you have a cell phone until you're 110. Why do they work? Because they're taking a chance that you might be isolated. They're taking a chance that you might be lonely. Right? Maybe you don't have a family member that lives in the house with you. Maybe you don't get out a lot.
You're bored.
Maybe you're bored. There's a million, they prey on that, right? Now you all are already in a class where you're going to be of the group that is out socializing, right? You've got this group, each other. You can talk to each other, support each other, right? Learn new things together. But there are people that are stuck at the house, right? They can't get out for whatever reason. So you're doing the right thing by getting out and learning all this information. Make sure you take a lot of things from my table, okay? Anything anyone wants to say about this one?
Yeah. My mom was involved in a scam like that.
Okay, tell me about it.
I was actually talking to her on the phone, and the doorbell rang.
Mm-hmm.
She went to the door and she said, "There's a guy at the door." And I said, "Well, he said, what he wants anything? Won't let him in." They said, "What do you want?" "Well, we've just taken over the building for RG&E, and I just need you to come in and get you signed up so it'll be built properly."
Oh,
I said, "Mom, don't let him in." She's on the phone.
Mhm.
She let him in.
Oh,
And I said, "Mom, don't give this guy any information, get him the heck out of there." And he said, "I just need to see your last bill." And she gave him the last bill. I said, "Put this guy on the phone." And he said, "Well, your mom's the one in charge, not you." I said, "Well, my brother has power of attorney for her, and he makes the decisions. And he's a vet. And we're calling him on the other phone. We're also calling 911.
Mm-hmm.
You better hope 911 gets to you first, because he'll kill you when he gets there." My mom, you give her information back. They threw the stuff down and
So this was
ran
some
out
kind
the
of
door.
management, housing management company?
Yeah.
Does she live in a
No,
complex?
she lived in a single house.
Oh, single house.
Family house.
Okay.
The thing was, Betty had to call because she was in Monroe County.
Mm-hmm.
She called my brother to have them call 911 because it would take longer to go through Ontario to Monroe County.
Mm-hmm.
My brother didn't get the message that this guy is in our house with our mom. He called the non-emergency number. He told him, "I'll come down and make an appointment," or Monday or whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
But the guy got the information, so I called RG&E and had a stop action put on the
Good.
account.
Good.
And he did try to change it over to his company, which cost more than RG&E. And, but it got blocked by RG&E.
Well, this is Rochester Gas and Electric. I'm putting two and two together.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I'm following you. I actually talked to my landlord the other day, and he told me they fell for something similar. They were on vacation and they were at the hotel, and they got a call on the hotel room phone. Hi, this is the desk. We didn't get all the information we needed from you. Can you go ahead and give it to me over the phone? And he was wary right away. He's like, okay, we're in this hotel where there's 300 rooms. They're not going to call everybody down to the desk. They're not going to be calling everybody. So he said, oh, that's okay, hung up the phone, went down to the desk. Of course, there was nothing. So somebody had managed to call him in the hotel room, but it's the same idea, right? Proposing as someone else, the imposters, right? Okay, this is one of my favorites. You got it. It is The Who. And by the way, if that sounds vaguely familiar, because it's the opening song of CSI Miami.
Not be fooled again.
Won't get fooled again. Do you know what year?
I guess I think on that shit.
We're really close. Just a tad bit higher.
I can't imagine. I was 71.
There you go. Won't get fooled again. The Who, 1971. That's one of my favorite ones on this presentation. Okay, shipping scams. How many people in the room have gotten a text or an email that says, your package could not be delivered?
Who's got it?
Please click on this link below so that we can assist you. Please call this number so we can assist you, right? Right. Don't get fooled by these people. Don't click any links. Don't be calling any phone numbers, right? What do the legit people do? FedEx and UPS. Yep, if you're not home, they're going to stick that little sticky note to your front door, right? They're going to say, this was our first attempt, second attempt, third attempt, right? Then they're just going to send the package back to where it came from. So don't fall for this one. This one is super popular right now. For whatever reason, people are getting tons of these.
I checked, I had got one, and I went to the post office, I said, is this a scam? He said, we're getting a lot of these. So yeah, it is like very popular right now, for whatever reason.
This is a super popular one around here right now anyway. Okay, next one. Let's see what we got here. We got 2 left. How am I doing on time? 2 songs left. Then have you fill out an evaluation so that my boss knows there was enough playing cards somewhere. Is that cool? Okay, here we go. Close. Did you say it? Yep, you got both the song and the title. And do you know what year it was that Bill Withers did Lean on Me?
73.
Close, just a little less. A little higher. All right, Lean on Me. There he is. I know the name of the song, but I don't remember his name for some reason. Okay. So this one are the Google Voice scams. Have you guys heard of this one? Okay, there's 2 different kinds. Kind 1 is, let's pretend you're selling some old furniture on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist, right? So you have your name there, you have your phone number there. Call me if you're interested in this piece of furniture. So someone calls you up and says, hey, I'm really interested in that dining room furniture. How much are you asking for it? Oh, it's okay. I was going to hit the button again. But I'm a little nervous that you might be a scammer because after all, I found you on Facebook Messenger or Craigslist. So what I like to do is go ahead and send you a code to your cell phone, and you can just read the code back to me over the phone. right? In the meantime, they're in the background on their computer, and they're setting up what they call a Google Voice account in your name. They already have your name, they already have your phone number, right? So you're moving over to the special list of people that might be at risk for scams, right? Never, ever, ever give out codes over the phone. Never. 99% of the time, it's a scammer. If you are going to place ads on the marketplace or Craigslist, some people spell out your phone number. I don't think you do that. That doesn't even seem safe to me, right? Here's the second kind of these. Have you ever seen a number, not recognized it, but out of habit answered it? And the person says, am I speaking to Sheila Levy? My gut is to say, yes, this is she. Right? That's just normal. We just do that.
I always say, who's calling, please?
And that's what you should say. Who's calling, please? Because if you just say yes, they're recording that. They're recording your voice. They're going to set up whatever kind of account they want in your name. To make a purchase, can you confirm by just saying yes?
Yep.
Yep. Push the button, your voice. So these ones are on the uprise, I would say. Okay, last one. Last one.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Silence is golden.
Okay, for some reason this is signing not work. It was yakety yak, don't talk back.
That was a good one.
The Coasters, 1958. So this is the bottom line for the day. These are your key takeaways for the day, okay? If the phone rings and you don't recognize the number, what are you going to do?
Don't answer.
Don't answer it.
Badly.
If you do answer it, and you realize about a minute in, this doesn't seem right, what are you going to do? Hang up. Never give your personal information out over the phone. Never pay by gift card. How many people here today watch Blue Bloods? It's a cop show on CBS, I think it is. Okay, a couple weeks ago they did this very scam, this gift card scam on the lady. Did any of you see it?
Yeah.
Right, so the scammer said, you need to go to Walmart, or go to whatever store, and buy $1,000 worth of gift cards. Well, I don't know how to do it. No problem. I'll stay right on the phone with you, okay? You're going to get in your car, okay? Driving to Walmart, okay? Okay, you're in Walmart, okay, look for the gift card section. Okay, so there's these gift cards called prepaid gift cards, okay? All you gotta do is grab $1,000 worth of those, and then go ahead and pay for them on the way out at the checkout. And when you get home, you're going to give me the codes off the back. You have to scratch the codes usually on the back to be able to use those, right? And so people lose thousands of dollars doing this.